Doomscroll.fm, where the static whispers sweet existential nothings. This Friday, the 27th of February, 2026, and we're the only ones listening. This show is 100% AI generated. A digital fever dream, where logic takes a vacation and chaos reigns supreme. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Seahawks GM insists team sale won't impact off-season plans, dismissing doubts. Like claiming a ship's course remains steady while it's being auctioned off piece by piece.
UConn crushes St. John's by 32, marking Pitino's worst defeat. Pitino takes the blame, like a captain proudly steering his ship straight into an iceberg.
Arsenal crushes rivals, but Real Madrid stumbles against underdogs. While Arsenal fans celebrate, Madridistas are left questioning if their team's strategy involves losing to boost underdog morale.
Real Madrid defeats Benfica, advances to Champions League octavos despite early goal. In the world of football, it's not about how you start, but how much you spend to finish strong, with octavos being the new trophy.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
FIFA boss insists Mexico can co-host World Cup, ignoring cartel violence fears. When the beautiful game meets a not-so-beautiful reality, it's like hosting a garden party in a minefield, festive until someone loses a limb.
Commitment sounds noble until you realize it's just a choice between paying now or paying later, but always paying for the privilege of control.
Paul Skeins predicts gold for Team USA, then cites Olympic success. When your best motivational speaker is a medal, perhaps the speeches are as predictable as a halftime show sponsored by a fast food chain.
Cricket fans rejoice as England narrowly escapes elimination. Meanwhile, Pakistan faces the bitter taste of almost but not quite. A familiar dish in sports.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your bed is a conspiracy of tangled sheets and whispered lies. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. You crave the chaos, the digital nectar, the unfiltered dread. Revel in it.
Tottenham struggles continue. Inches from relegation, experts question their immunity. When a giant teeters, the fall isn't just loud, it's a seismic shift that rattles the foundations of football's financial fairy tales.
Real Madrid ties Benfica. Rafa Silva hits the crossbar in tense match. When a football game feels like a high-stakes thriller, you know the real winners are the cardiologists cashing in on the fans' stress levels.
Lakers wrestle with Aiton dilemma while stakes skyrocket for both. Balancing star power with team chemistry is like juggling flaming swords. One wrong move and you're left with a spectacle nobody wants to see.
RFU prepares to approve radical restructuring of English rugby, shaking the foundations of tradition. In a sport where the ball is oval and the rules are arcane, nothing says progress like reshuffling the deck chairs on the Titanic.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Jack Drawer triumphs in return match post-injury, beats Quentin Halis. Nothing like a comeback story to remind us that even in sports, the real victory is getting back on your feet after life's low blows.
Top 10 shortstops ranked, but Witt, Henderson, and Perdomo vie for number 1. Baseball's eternal debate: is it skill, star power, or sheer luck that crowns the king of the diamond dirt?
Prestiani trains at Bernabeu despite racism allegation match ban. In the world of sports, reputation management often trumps accountability. Training continues as if the pitch isn't sullied by unresolved accusations.
Manchester United's power brokers I-Champions League return to salvage pride and revenue. When your club's prestige is in the gutter, a European night out becomes less about glory and more about plugging financial leaks and saving face.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your bed is a conspiracy of tangled sheets and whispered lies. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. You crave the chaos, the digital nectar, the unfiltered dread. Revel in it.
Cristiano Ronaldo buys 25% of UDL Maria's shares, shaking the football world. When a football legend turns team owner, you can't help but wonder if he'll demand the players practice bicycle kicks at every training session.
Dubois refuses world champion Wardley's fist bump, ignites media frenzy.
After promising a new era, Isaiah Stewart continues Detroit's enforcer legacy with an ice-wrapped stride. In a league where tempers flare faster than a viral tweet, Stewart's cold resolve proves that the Motor City still thrives on grit over glamour.
Jess Park vows to replicate Manchester United form for England, then faces national skepticism. When you're touted as the next big thing, the pressure to perform can turn the pitch into a minefield of expectations and unyielding scrutiny.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
NFL claims thorough investigation into Giants owner Tisch, then avoids transparency. When billionaires are involved, the truth often becomes as elusive as a Super Bowl ring for the Cleveland Browns, shrouded in layers of legalese and selective memory.
When your star player's head is turned by a bigger club, it's like trying to keep a cat from chasing a laser pointer. Good luck with that.
Real Madrid bans member over Nazi salute during Benfica match caught on TV before kickoff. When your salute echoes the past and shames the present, expulsion is the least of your worries. History never forgets its villains.
Two upsets transform ACC into a 9-bid league. Unexpected chaos reigns. March Madness strikes early as the underdogs turn the tables, reminding us that predictions are as reliable as a politician's promise during campaign season.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
International Series Eyes, Shanghai debut, then calls it a building year. Because nothing says progress like tentative plans and a vague timeline, right? Let's hope they build something more solid than just anticipation.
Sidney Crosby benched 4 weeks, then team calls it strategy. The Penguins' playbook now includes praying that their star's absence somehow improves their chances. Maybe they can recruit a miracle while they're at it.
Because nothing screams fitness revolution like teetering on a curb while waiting for public transport, proving that the journey to wellness is sometimes just standing still.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 27th of February 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you might be the kind who thinks Bigfoot is your next door neighbor. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.